Alrighty lads, this Saturday night we're having our first official meet in collaboration with Gearheads Oz. So if you guys want to come out and see Clickbait for the first time out in public, make sure that you come down to Majura Park Bunnings at 7 PM this Saturday. I'll drop the link down below to the Facebook event. We're gonna have some pretty tough cars there. It's gonna be barbecue, merch, all the good stuff there. So if you want to see this bad boy, make sure you're there this weekend, Saturday, 12th of December, 7 PM.
That was fucking nuts.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we are playing with Clickbait. Pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to pull the bonnet off, and we're pretty much going to be routing out and planning all of the fuel fittings to plumb up the engine to the front tank, fuel pump, to the back, pretty much everything like that, because I want to order all these fittings so we can get this underway, so we can get it all plumbed up. Because Aaron from Easy Life Automotive, he's got to impress the burnout car that we wrapped not too long ago. He is going to be plumbing up everything for us, so we know it's going to be freaking A1 job. But what we have to do is we have to plan it out. We have to figure out which fittings we need for where, and start planning it all out. So pretty much going to jump straight into it, rip the bonnet off, and we're going to go through one by one and pretty much figure out where everything's going to go. Alright, so pretty much what we have going on here is we have the K-valve up the front just here. So this is pretty much where the fuel comes into the hat, pretty much runs off what the throttle system is with the linkage of that, and pretty much what sends fuel to the back to the distribution block, which goes into the hat, which then sprays it and atomizes it into the engine. So you've got your in, your return. I'm pretty sure this is for, so like to control your idle pretty much. So there's like a little ball in here with a pressurizer, and it goes back and forth, and it like pretty much so that you've got fuel at all times, but it's not dumping it in at idle. And then also so that you're not like, so that when you're under load or not on it, like it can return back here. So both these -6 lines, they both go like pretty much will follow straight from here into the front tank just here to dump into the front tank. And then, so that's the two -6 lines. Then you got the -8, which will come off of the mechanical fuel pump, which is just down here. It's really dark, so you can't see it. So that'll come up to the front of the hat just here, which then you distribute. Now, I don't know, because my car's not freaking 1500 horsepower and crazy, needs endless amounts of fuel. I don't think we need to use both ports for this. Pretty sure we only need the one, which will then come straight back into here, which is a -8 at the back there, and that distributes into the hat. And so we only have injection going into the hat, because that's all we really need for our tiny little LS build that has just shy of 900 horsepower. That's pretty much overkill for us. That's all we really need. You will see that a lot of bigger cars, they have injection into the blower sometimes. They have maybe an extra set that go into the hat. They'll have it in the manifold as well. I know that Warbird has like a crazy amount, so they've got like before the blower, after the blower, in the manifold, so pretty much you have fuel coming from everywhere, because with a build that size and like that much horsepower, you need it. But with this, the 8 injection ports in the base of the hat are more than enough. So that pretty much sorts out getting to the engine. And now also we'll have the breather tank just here, which is pretty much a mirrored image of what's going to be over here. So that'll be a -12 right angle, straight out of the rocker covers. And they will come, it's actually pretty cool, because where it comes out literally just here, you can see that the other one is literally just here, and then the breather tank is just here with both mounts on it, with both like weld-in fittings on it. So we'll literally be able to go straight across the top of the engine just here, real nice, real simple, and that'll go straight over into the breather tank, which will be really nice. And then that's pretty minimal too. So we'll come down here to the mechanical fuel pump. I'll just change the settings so we can actually see what we're looking at. Alrighty, so here we have, just on top of the mechanical fuel pump, we have the shut-off valve. So you'll see in a lot of burnout cars that they'll have like a big thing that they like turn, twist, push in or pull. If you watch Cletus's video with Warbird, or you've ever seen in-car footage of Jake Myers, you'll see that they have this huge thing that when they're starting the car, they'll turn it, pull it. What that's doing is I don't know if you can quite see it, but this little valve just here, that's literally just opening and closing that. That is the fuel shutoff that pretty much takes fuel to, like, lets fuel go to the engine from the mechanical fuel pump. So at the bottom of the mechanical fuel pump, you have a dash 12 in the bottom of it. So literally where the front tank will be, we'll have a sump at the bottom just here where there's a dash 12 already welded into it. So then you just have a dash 12 that literally goes straight from there, straight into the bottom of the pump. And then from the pump, it is then pumped through this top fitting just here, which is a dash 8, which then will come, like, pretty much come up in front of the engine. It'll have a filter and then go straight up to the hat. And then you've got a dash 6, a return, that'll also just go straight into the front tank straight up here. So that obviously when the fuel pump is shut off, if we have the feed pump from the rear on, it can at least like circulate a bit kind of thing. So it's not just like pressurizing or trying to dump it, like it can actually kind of move it through the system. So that's an Endolier pump and an Endolier 3-way shutoff. Some people mount these like up on the front tank or a bit higher up or anything, but Aaron actually put the correct thread on so it goes straight into the Endolier mechanical fuel pump so that we don't have to worry about doing an extra fitting yet again. I apologize if you can't really see it, but it's really hard to get down here kind of thing. So yeah, it's just there. It's got some tape on the end of that fitting just so I'm not getting dust and crap in there before we order all the fittings. Because fittings add up, fittings cost a lot. And even though we are sponsored by Aeroflow, it is not, they don't literally just give us everything for free. We just get like a good account pricing. So everything still adds up, everything still costs. And at the end of the day, it's money out of our pocket kind of thing. So if you want to help out and you want to, I don't know, help get the build finished kind of thing, jump on to picnicmedia.com, grab yourself some sticky merch, because we are literally that close and it's just the last kind of things. So if you want to help contribute, that'd be freaking amazing. And yeah, so you can jump over onto the website and get yourself some merch. As well, at the meet this weekend, we will have merch there as well. So if you're going to be there, make sure you got some spare money on you because we're going to have a bunch of merch for you. So anyways, back to what we're talking about, fittings. They cost a lot. There is a lot of them needed. On top of that is fuel hose too. So there's a lot going onto it, but we should be able to get all of it pretty much ordered today as long as we can plan it all out. So we've got pretty much coming from the header tank. You have dash 8 and dash 10 that come feed into the header tank. Dash 12 at the bottom of the header tank, which then feeds into the back of the mechanical fuel pump. And then from the mechanical fuel pump goes to the shutoff valve. Dash 8 from the shutoff valve. And then literally, as you would think, it is literally just like dash 6 is a smaller size, not smallest, but it's smaller, then dash like 8 bigger, dash 10 bigger, dash 12 bigger again, goes all the way up to like dash 20, which is insane, massive. And yeah, so on, so on. So, and then that is literally like, so once we've then got the dash 8 that comes out of the mechanical fuel pump and out of the shutoff valve, it then goes into a fuel filter. From that fuel filter, it'll then go into the hat, which will be dash 8 yet again. And then, so dash 6 off the hat on the 2 of the returns back to the header tank, dash 8 from the hat to the back. I know it seems confusing, but when it's actually here in front of you and you can properly like jot it down, it's actually quite simple. I was quite daunted myself when I first started looking into it, but it is quite standard and quite straightforward. And the best part about it too is I just pretty much have to figure out what goes where because Aaron's going to help me with actually plumbing it up so that we know that it's done right. And the front tanks that are coming in, oh man, they are so freaking sick. Like, and they're like, because they're obviously like their mirror image, they literally measured up this side and then just flipped it over and redid it on this side. The things look so sick. Polished stainless. I don't know if I'm gonna paint them, if I'm gonna do anything, if I'm gonna leave them so they match the wheels and the headlights and things like that, but God, they look so freaking sweet and it's gonna be sick to get them. So once we've done that, so pretty much once that's all plumbed up and everything, because the fuel cell in the back is pretty much waiting to be plumbed up and then power to the fuel pump, and then it is ready to go. Route the fuel lines, continue routing them to the front of the engine. Yeah, so pretty much almost there. We literally, like I've said 100 times now, we literally just need to figure out what fittings go where. So more planning, more preparation. I still feel like we'll make some little stuff ups or some messes, forget some fittings here or there, but there is a guy here local in Canberra that does stock them. So if we do miss any, we can just grab them on the go pretty much. And yeah, I know that in this little tiny bit of the wrap around this corner just here, I know it's pretty ugly, but it was just really hard to stretch around that, but I will fix that. This was just the first iteration, just to see how it looked, and I'm freaking in love with it, and it is absolutely perfect. So it will be staying. And yeah, I will be fixing this up. So I know you could probably see that in the video and you're probably asking yourself, why did it look so ugly? Just because it's really hard to stretch around that insane corner with the vinyl. But I will fix it. It will be fixed. Alrighty. Yeah, so there is so much to do, but at the same time, not much to do. Like today, we ordered the tail shaft today. The gearbox should be ready any day now. Once we got those bolted up and the diff in, driveline's done. Car can theoretically run and drive. Then we'll plumb up the fuel, which will take less than a day, a couple hours. Then it's got fuel. Then we just need to get power to it. So my old man will be wiring it at the moment in case things like anything else changes. Sorry, don't know where I was up to because Aaron from Easy Life just called me. Just finalizing some deets. We do have some sick cars coming to the meet this weekend, so make sure you're freaking coming. Now, I'm pretty sure I was talking about where we're up to with the wiring and stuff like that, but yeah, plumbing the car for fuel, easy job. Wiring, we're only doing the basics with the car, so it should be a pretty simple job. Like, there's a lot to do, but it's still doable. It is still easily feasible. So we're pretty keen. We're gonna smash it out. But yeah, that's gonna be where I'm gonna wrap up today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just a quick little chat up, talking to you guys, talking about what's going on with the car, what are the next couple steps. And then also this Saturday, you make sure if you wanna come to this freaking insane meet, Saturday, 7 p.m. at Majura Park here in Canberra at the Bunnings in the car park. There's gonna be snags, there's gonna be burnout cars, clickbait, there's gonna be everything. It's gonna be juicy. So you definitely come down to that. Alrighty guys, that's where we're gonna wrap up today's video. Catch you guys in the next one, which will be Friday, 6 p.m. Be there or be square. Alrighty guys, peace.
I've been there thugging, you bitching and bugging, there's nothing that we got in common. I've been out grinding and hustling, investing this paper, got tired of eating that ramen. All of my music be heat, I ain't missing a beat, I've been blessed with impeccable timing. Watch all them people who friendly, it turn into envy whenever they see that you shining. Okay, I'm